All right, all right, we live again with another episode. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired today. I'm a little tired today, but we're gonna continue the boycast. We're gonna continue to be. We're gonna continue to be active, and we're gonna keep bringing y'all episodes, even if it lasts only a few minutes. Well, let's get the show started. We got some stuff going on in the world. Definitely going to fill y'all in on what's going on. I don't know if everybody been looking at the news, but if you look at the title of this show, we got some stuff going on. But let's get the show started properly, as we always do. Then we'll get right to it.
Check the forecast, check the broadcast. It's the podcast, it's the boycast. New episode started right now. Yeah, look, they ain't got a clue. They saying how you make it in this truth without a bishop or a crew. Cause I'm the bishop and the few. I put the Jew up in the juice. He put the loose up on my noose and show me what I need to do to make the floor before the roof. Cause the rain is just a stain. And it rains on the blameless and the blame. And that would never change. Let me explain. It mean I got grounded before I grew a little. You act like you knew a lot before you knew a little. It's not complicated once you get rid of the riddles. You teach the top is just the middle. You worse than some spittle. The real truth is too big. Truths are brittle. To catch this, you need a net and not carry like kettles. Why your faith never lack? My power showed me. How you make it out of that? My power showed me. Why you always coming strapped? My power showed me. How you able to see that? My power showed me.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Y'all know how we start off the episodes with some Black history. And we're going to start off this episode with Frederick Jones. Frederick Jones. Now, I don't know if a lot of y'all do trucking, drive any trucks in that field, flatbed, refrigerated. I don't know how y'all get down out there. I got a bro I grew up with. He do trucking. He seemed to love it. A lot of people I knew in the trucking community. I had talked to a brother. Him and his wife was doing trucking. They loved it. A lot of people I know kind of take it and make it a lifestyle. It doesn't really a lot of people say it conflict with their livelihood. They be away from their family, whatever. But this brother and sister, Israel, they took their business and made it a life. They took their family on the road, which I thought was super dope. So we talking about Freddie. So trucking is I want to show y'all something. Hold on, I gotta share these. You know what? If y'all was to help me share these videos, I wouldn't have to wait so long to get started. But that's neither here or there. I thought we was cool, but it may just be a cordial thing. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Uh, so we just share the live feed to the brothers and sisters. And we're going to talk about Frederick Jones and what he accomplished. Okay. Just give me a hot sec. All right. So how everybody been doing, man? Shabbat shalom to the people who observe. If you don't observe, still peace and blessings. And when you observe, Shabbat shalom. If I ain't able to tell you. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with any China news, but I have not. China, China, China. Other than last week when we talked about they got a new strand going on. Oh, wait a minute. I messed that up, y'all. Whatever. I think I messed that up, people. Whatever. We're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it anyway. All right. Get some people some time to come in. All right. All right. So let's get right into it. Like I say, I'm a little drained today, but we're gonna get it popping. Frederick McKinley Jones. I think that I say this every time, but I think Israelite history should include black inventors. I think the Bible, when we research and discuss the Bible, we should also discuss our brothers and sisters who was dragged over here like us, who suffered through the same atrocities like us, who complained. Maybe they did. It doesn't seem like they complained too much, but maybe complained and prayed and hoped for the best, just like everybody else, but seemed to take their own lives in their hands and made the best of the situation. Today, we'll be talking about Frederick McKinley Jones. We're going to run down what he did. Born May 17th, 1893. Now, you can go to Wikipedia to see this common information. Was an American inventor, entrepreneur, engineer, winner of the National Medal of Technology, and an inductee of the into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Jones innovated mobile refrigeration technology. And if anybody is in the field of truck driving, from my understanding, refrigerated freights pay more. So if you are a refrigerator freight truck driver, you can thank your blood brother, Frederick McKinley Jones, for allowing you to make just a little bit more in the trucking field. He has 61 patents, 40 for refrigeration. So it would be impossible. The technology wouldn't exist if Frederick McKinley Jones, a brother, black man, did not create it to help brothers and sisters travel around the world with this technology. And even the other nations, the whole world. He changed the whole world. This man created a refrigeration system to allow transport of things that need to stay cold. Now, I don't think y'all get inventions in technology. I think y'all hear it and just be like, oh man, that's dope. That's interesting. No. Let's dive into it. Think about the process of creating something. I don't know if y'all ever created anything, but just walk with me. First, a thought had to come into your head. Everybody goes through this process. Oh man, I got a great idea. This would be dope to do this. Oh, you know what? I wish I can do this. Oh, you know what? If we had this, this would make our lives easier. That's the first step of becoming an inventor. The second step is understanding what you're saying and how to make it possible. Maybe you know some people. Maybe you know where to go to get the supplies and finish your idea. Maybe you just know the know-how. I mean, you know the second step of doing something. You know where to go. You know the Home Depot got the exact same tool you picturing in your head. The third step, what nobody gets to, but great brothers and sisters, is actually going to that store, that said store, getting these materials and building these things. I think y'all forget the fact that to be an inventor, you have to actually build these things. You have to actually hook nozzles and tubes together, twist them, use wrenches and screwdrivers, and then after all this work of thinking it in your head, buying the tools and putting it together, you got to hit a switch, and that switch has to turn this idea on. I don't think y'all understand what an inventor is. These people are changing the world, not just from thought. Not just, hey, y'all got an idea and somebody else make it come true. They actually do it themselves and make it happen themselves. That's unbelievable. So let's when you think of an inventor, let's take it step by step. They thought it, know where to get the material from, and they embrace that, and then they actually go do it. They actually put the pieces together, and then flip a switch and it turns on. I think we need to really not forget that part of inventing. The part of actually doing it, actually completing a task of what you conjured up in your mind, of what you manifested in your spirit. I think that is very spiritual. I think that is very set apart. Because anybody can say, oh man, I would love, hey man, if I had this, man, I could do, hey, and then we all cheering, yeah, man, yeah, if you did that, man, that'd be cool. That's step one. Everybody is at that step. Step two was actually saying, hey, I really can do this. I could just go up the street and grab this and this, that. Oh man, yeah, you should, man. That's step two. Step three is going to that store and putting that step one and step two together. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Welding and taking pipes that don't belong to one another and making it fit to create a system that runs perfectly to your imagination. Inventors should be praised and honored and uplifted in the Israelite community. All communities, but I'm not in all communities. But the community I am in, we need to reevaluate everything we do, everything we talk about. Every discussion needs to revolve around creators, inventors, people who succeeded in elevating themselves, exterminating poverty, pushing those family members around them to realize the capability of what you can accomplish. The man created a system for trucking, refrigeration freights. Whoever drives those make more money than regular freight drivers. Your flatbed don't make as much per mile than a refrigerated freight. And we can thank our blood brother, Frederick McKinley Jones. Y'all Google that man. Y'all Google that man. I really think is it's really some things we shouldn't even discuss until we get history going. And I mean like history that just happened. Like we could get into, of course, we got to get our history to know who we are. That's the first step. The second step is actually showing our brothers and sisters who went through the same curses, went through the same unfortunate events, who thrived, who created and changed the world. Let's talk about those brothers and sisters right after we find out we are Israelite. So then we don't stop at let me be a deacon of such and such. Let me be an elder of such and such. We begin to change the world. Our bar has to be change the world. That's what we should start at. Because if we put the bar high and if we just fall a little short, we're still doing great. But the bar for the Israelite community is watch a YouTube video, recite that YouTube video in another video so you yourself can become an elder. That sounds like the public school system. That's exactly what it is. The Israelite community has become the public school system. Go and share that. Yeah. I want to make somebody mad. Go and share the Israelite community study group. How we conduct ourselves in the manner of learning and teaching has become the public school system. The public school system is a dead end system. It's a system of repetition. There's nowhere to grow in the public school system. And the Israelite community, teachers and all, have become public school teachers. Because the bar is too low. The bar is watch a YouTube video, recite that YouTube video, teach your kids a YouTube video. And everybody is okay with that. When it should be, learn you're an Israelite. Oh, and check out these great inventors that was also Israelites. And look what they did. Be great like them or greater. I told y'all this a couple videos ago. Christ said you will do greater things than I have. And then Christ healed the blind. And then a sister I told y'all who invented the laser eye surgery healed the blind. Thousands of people. Even taught at UCLA, had a study group about how to heal the people. Isn't that greater works than Christ? Didn't he say you will do greater works than I? And then she went out and did greater works. Why is that not the bar? Let's raise the bar a little bit. We don't know who are among us. We don't know who we raising. We could be raising pure innovators. Things you could never thought was possible or never even thought of, period. And your babies change the world. But they can't if the goal is to be a deacon of 200, an elder of a camp. Now, none of these things are evil, but these things should not be the goal for an Israelite nation. A nation? And if you're telling me that's not the goal, tell me what is the goal. To wait for Christ to come and save you? When Christ said again himself, do not look there, do not look there, don't look in the sky because it's not coming down, but the kingdom is in you. The Israelite community is a public school system format to keep you running in circles, talking about nothing, arguing over the same stuff. If you believe in baptism or if you don't, what does that do at the end of the day? You say save your soul. Does it save the person next to you so that you're baptized? Not that you're baptized. Can you do? Is it beneficial outside of yourself? No. Then what is beneficial outside of yourself? Selfish. The scripts say, be a living sacrifice. How can you be a living sacrifice and be selfish? The two don't go together. Well, let's get into other news. Well, we have some crazy stuff going on in Canada. I don't know if y'all familiar with the wildfire going on. I'm not too familiar with the how it started. I'm gonna just assume that cigarettes started it. Regardless how it started, it's been causing quite an uproar. Now we were looking at the moon for a couple of days, right? And I was noticing it was orange or red for a couple of days. And I put on Facebook, I'm like, man, what's up with the moon? It's been red and orange for a couple of days. And then a couple of brothers said, hey man, it's from Canada, the wildfire. I'm like, what? I didn't even hear about that. So I looked into it, and yeah, it's a big old fire going on. Now, me, I don't believe that fire is reflecting on the moon, but who knows? I don't know, but I don't believe that. But let me give you all some tidbits of information what's going on. The most polluted place in the world, according to the metrics, is Bangladesh. Bangladesh has the most polluted air in the world. It kills yearly 60 to 70,000 people. The air is disgusting. I don't know how the air get. Some people are saying through the factories and cars, whatever the case. The air they breathe literally kills 100,000 people almost each year. And from this fire going on in Canada, a big smoky haze came down to New York. And I looked into it. And do y'all know that haze, that smoky haze, caused New York to be the most polluted air in the world? Now, I ain't no fool. I may not be the smartest man in the world, but I ain't no fool. If Bangladesh is number one, was number one, and they air kills 70,000 people a year, and New York just became the most polluted air in the world. Now, by how much more than Bangladesh, I'm not sure. But to take the number one spot, you're going to have to prove you're the number one spot. Right? There's going to be a lot of sick people in New York. And I don't think it's Canada's smoke. Fire is causing that. Why would it push the air? The way smoky is, okay, you can push smoke in a direction, but after a while it starts to spread out. It's not like how you pronounce it? It's dense, so it has this motion to it. But smoke kind of fades out a little bit. But they said a big smoke cloud came to New York, covered up New York, and now it's the most polluted air in the world. Go Google it. Bangladesh was number one, killing 70,000 people a year. Now New York is number one. America killed 500,000 through cigarettes. That's through cigarettes. As this fire continues to travel down to the United States, more places are going to be polluted. And you might have more deaths from polluted air than cigarettes. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. That New York became the most polluted air in the world, not the United States. We're talking about the world. And I'm just like, what? When did forest fires smoke start? That's fishy. That's fishy. Very interesting, but extremely fishy. Around here, I'm in Ohio. We hear a lot of booms and bangs. Um, it's a ring group. You know, everybody got their ring phone. It's groups you can get in around your city, and you can see what's going on in other neighborhoods and other regions. And everybody keeps saying the same thing all over Ohio. They keep hearing these booms under the ground. I think they are they tunneling for sure. And I think that they believe it's time to escape. Now I ain't no fear monger. I don't like that. That's just not my thing. But I believe that that's what they believe, and I think they know or may be causing things to take place. That don't mean they're gonna be fulfilled because they wanted to kill off all the black people in the world. They wanted to kill off the Israelite, and we came back stronger. So they can have things in their mind that they want to do. That don't mean they're gonna be successful. But I do think they plan for things. They do things and have plans in place just in case it succeed. And I think one of those things is to pollute the air. They've been chemtrailing the whole world for about 15 years now. The whole world has been chemtrail. Yeah, maybe 20 years. It's a show called Black Knight on Netflix. Y'all check that out. Black Knight. And once I heard about this New York gas thing, I just finished the series maybe last week. And it reminded me of that because that's what happens on Black Knight. The um the city they're in is covered in this deadly gas. Like you can breathe the air, but you can't breathe it too long because you will die. You will die, and you have to get chipped. Not chipped, but they put a barcode on you to scan you and to allow you to go through certain places. And I thought that was very interesting that this show came out. This is a brand new show, 2023 show. And America and New York is the most. I mean, now this is not taking place in America whatsoever. This is over in Korea, I think. Black Knight. Um, but still predictive programming. I think the world is supposed to be some by these events. I don't think it's supposed to be specific places because that's not enough destruction to fulfill their demonic needs. I don't know what's wrong with these people. But I do know that New York became the most poisonous, polluted air in the world. To me, man, I don't know. I don't know what they are doing. But anyway, on to other news. I don't know if y'all heard about this. Out in Las Vegas. So basically, a UFO crashed. It made the news. A UFO crashed in Las Vegas. I'm not sure if okay. What is a UFO? What is because the report says this. Let's just go off the report. A 911 call calls in a UFO crash in Las Vegas. And the caller says, I'll read it. We see there's like an 8-foot tall person. Beside it, another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us. This was a 911 call. I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play the clip. It made the news.
Okay, what's going on over there? Okay, lady. Me, my dad, and my brother, we work in a truck in our backyard, and we have a big lot outside, right? Correct? Okay. We were working, and we just see in the corner where something falls off from the sky, and it was with light, and when it hit down, it was like a big impact, and we felt it for like an energy, and then we hear like a lot of footsteps near us, and then we have a big equipment, and we see that there's like an 8-foot person humans. They're 100% they're not humans.
All right. I mean, this is the 911 call. And police did come out. They did investigate. But from my knowledge, they didn't find anything. Give me a second. Okay, so an officer, so the family described something that happened, and then an officer did see something in the sky. One of the cops reported that he too saw the thing in the sky that matched what the family had said. And this is a big deal out in Las Vegas. I know a lot of y'all are familiar with the Blue Beam Project and how, we've been talking about that for 20 years and how, they're gonna fake an alien invasion, whatever. This could be steps towards that. Little things here to try to convince people, because most of the time, if a person have a personal experience, they're more it is easier for them to believe it. If somebody say, "Yeah, man, I saw that with my own eyes," now you can't convince them otherwise. They're gonna believe it. So if it happened on a widespread, they're like, "See, I told you, I knew it was real." Blah blah blah. So I think they're gonna have a lot more of these personal events. So when something major happens, you will have enough people to start taking precautions and steps towards whatever the hell, whatever, and that'll allow the masses to go crazy. Because if something fell in my backyard and I saw some guy step out of it and he 8 foot tall, I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm gonna be real honest, okay? I'm gonna be terrified and I'm gonna be a believer. Maybe I won't. Maybe because I know it's going to happen. Maybe somebody warned me about that. Maybe our ancient ancestors told us if it was possible, they could deceive the very elect. Oh, yeah, I won't be fooled because I know that's what they're planning to do. So if this happened to you, it may be totally believable. But you have to understand this is what is going on. We talked about the AI technology and what they're capable of doing. With that alone, the images and the voices, with that alone, they could be a whole different person. They could be you with the video of you doing something and you never was in that place, with your voice and you never said a word in that place. So we know they have the capabilities to pull that off. We see Hollywood, we see movies, we seen what they can do. Do y'all know in the 70s they went to the moon? What was the 60s they went to the moon? No damn way they went to the moon. And then they say we lost the technology to go to the moon. How is that possible? The reason why they're not going back to the moon, because nobody is stupid enough to believe y'all went in the. If you try to set up a ship to go to the moon, everybody in the world be watching. With all those eyes on you, it's hard to deceive people. So we know that they have and do have a mindset to deceive the world. They did it already with the moon landing. But now that the technology they have, they're going to try something bigger and better. Bigger and better, bigger and better. Okay, I'm going to throw in some China news. Because we got to talk about China, right? So, China is reportedly linking up with Cuba to start an island. What is the island called? Spy base island. I guess to help secure the perimeter with spies over in Cuba. Listen. I just report the news, okay? You can't expect me to explain all this crazy things that's going on. Why? Why do you need a spy base? And why? Hold on. It's no longer. Hold on. If you, it's no longer a spy base. Because now you told us it's a damn spy base. So what are we doing here? If I want to put a spy base, that's supposed to be a secret place. I'm not going to tell you I'm putting a spy base. That defeats the purpose of a spy base. If I tell you I'm gonna put some spies over there, then it negates the whole word. This stuff, man. I listen, man. This is a damn comedy show. The whole world is a comedy show. Aliens telling people about spy bases. New York is the most polluted air in the world. What else we talked about? Yeah, man. Listen. It is what it is. But hey, I just bring the news. It's the boy cast. I'm gonna continue to do it. But we're not gonna forget about Frederick McKinley Jones, the most important piece of this show, the man who created refrigeration for the freights to allow cold things to be transported. You know, you be having hearts in those trucks. You be having food in those trucks. You be trying to preserve things in those trucks. And this black Israelite brother made it possible. Other than that, the recap again, aliens in Las Vegas. The most polluted air in the world is now in New York City. Canada fires. What else we talk about? Yeah, this is a damn sitcom, man. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the questions, and after the questions, we gonna exit stage left. Literally, it's on my left side. All right, so let me see what we got. Blessings. Oh man, Tyrone. Indeed, the Israelite school system is most definitely mimicking the public school system. It's a bunch of people who do not who are intentions are not to be right for the sake of progression, but to be right for the sake of followers and a fan base. Which is I don't care. But I'm not gonna be ignorant enough not to point it out. So we know this thing is not for the progression of Israel, but to be somebody according to the stipulations of how to be somebody. And that goal is to be a teacher. I don't get it. Who wants to be a teacher? That's the ultimate goal, to be a teacher? I'm not saying teachers are bad. I'm saying everybody want to be a damn teacher. Name the thing that is most honorable in our community today. Being a damn teacher. What the hell? Wait. A teacher of what though? Of the same thing that you just learned? You like there's no progression in that teaching? You're not checking the facts on what you even learned to see if that thing is right? You're just gonna regurgitate everything that you took in. That sounds like the public school system to me. No progression in that. We know Columbus didn't find America. Or we know he found people over here already and he didn't discover America. But we still teaching that in schools. Why? Because it's not about progression. It's about repetition. Saying what you're being taught, regardless of the facts. And that's what the Israelite community is. I told you guys, this is infiltrated. We want the CIA, FBI, OGB, GYGT, everybody's in here doing whatever they want to do and making some moolah off of it. I don't care. But I'm going to say something. But my plan ain't to stop nobody. You hear that, FBI, CIA? I'm not here to stop nobody. I don't care. You hear that, OGBYMGMTs? I'm not here to stop nobody. I'm just gonna point out the fact. This is a public school system format. Hypocrisy is at an all-time high. It has not been more hypocrites in one place ever in the world. But right here in the Israelite community, a community I'm a part of. Hey, whatever. But we're gonna do our best to shed some light. I'm not trying to stop nobody's grind. You grind on. If you here to deceive, you shall deceive. Everybody has a place. I'm not trying to stop the deceivers. No. Because they supposed to deceive. Ain't that what the book say? Is many people gonna come in and do what they got to do, what must be done. I'm not stepping on your toes. How I know the Most High won't get mad at me for coming up to you and say, oh no, you shall not teach these lies anymore. Hey man, some people got to be deceived. Some people shall be deceived. That's how you weed it out. Hey, we gonna follow this idiot off the bridge. Who gonna go? Hands all of you. Me. Okay. Who wants to save somebody who wants to fall off a bridge? You cannot be productive for anybody. Going off that bridge. Because we can't use you anyway. Go on, jump off the bridge. Who wants a guy like that? Who wants a brother or sister in your community who's willing to fall off a bridge? Not me. I'm not stopping nobody. I'm not stopping no bridge jumpers. Jump. That's how I see who I should be gathering with. Everybody who didn't jump off the bridge is who I shall gather with. Hey man, all praises, man. Yeah, this thing is. At first, when you first come in, you're like, "Oh man, this is the greatest thing," and then it's like, "Wait, so you be lying?" And then you get down. Like, wait a minute, ain't no way it's liars in here. Because let me tell you why we get so down. Because we put these brothers and sisters so high up. We thought God, the Most High, put them in there himself. So we got so high. I remember one incident, man. A brother actually said that another elder that he was following was Moses reincarnated. Other brothers are saying, other elders to this day, not Ezekiel. I forget the brothers, the prophets and stuff. They naming these elders. They saying these are brothers reincarnated from the scriptures. How in the hell and why would I convince you otherwise? You cannot profit what we trying to build over here. Because you are a man worshiper. You are literally saying the people that we are reading are reincarnated in your face, teaching you what he's already. Hold on. If you are reincarnated of this brother from back in the day, why do we still got to read it? Why don't you tell us verbatim from your mouth what you said the last time you was the last time you was here? You wrote this down, and now you here again. Listen, hey, I'm not calling nobody else stupid though. Okay, I don't care if you can't see it in the used to. It is what it is. Why would I? Okay, like a lot of brothers in this community, they go for the harlots and try to save the harlots, the sisters who are known, who are promiscuous as hell. I mean, they got They done had like 4 boyfriends and husbands already. Why are you trying to go out your way to save her? That makes no sense. When you got sisters over here who said, yo, I'm ready to be a wife. Pick me, please. I'm ready to serve you in the Most High. Y'all ain't touching those sisters. Y'all want the sister that's been known to go to get around. Why? Didn't I figure it out? Because them niggas ain't nothing. When you ain't nothing, you're going to be about nothing. I just figured it out. It was the simplest thing. Like, hold on. Man, do smart people do stupid things? Yeah, I know. You know, you say, yeah, smart people do stupid things. Do stupid people do smart things? I don't know. You know, people mess up. Yeah. I don't know. Do stupid people do smart things? I guess you got to look at the consistency, right? What do you do overall? What do you do the most? And if you do stupid stuff the most, man, okay. It's the only way to judge somebody. How can you tell if somebody a good basketball player? Because they scored 30 points? I don't know. But yeah, he scored 30 points, but he took 75 shots. we gotta look at the consistency. And how do you tell a good person? Yeah, you know, yeah. He feeding the homeless, but he robbing everybody else. I mean, the homeless is getting fed, but he's robbing everybody. I just look at a consistency. What do you do the most? That's how you judge somebody. You can't judge people off of one thing. Everybody mess up. But 2, 3 things, okay, it's getting a little iffy over here. 4 or 5, oh man. Yeah. You can place judgment after 30 times of doing the same thing. I mean, me, that's what I do. That's why I ain't stuck no damn well, looking stupid. Anyways, I've been tired an hour ago. So we're going to wrap this up. If you ain't got no questions, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is episode 10. 10 weeks in, man. That's pretty fun. So I am going to try to get another guest on pretty soon. Got some new music coming up. We're supposed to have a baby tomorrow. Forgot about that. Yeah, my wife's pregnant again. This will be my 9th child, if y'all didn't know. Yeah, this will be my 9th child. And it's supposed to be here tomorrow, but we shall see. So we got that going on. If you want to donate, I will put down a Cash App, the GoFundMe, and PayPal if you want to donate to the Boy Cast and the Boy family. Other than that, if it is no more questions, I'm going to go lay down. We definitely do got to learn from each other. And we really got to learn from each other's mistakes, too. Most importantly. Yeah, I will always appreciate our elders for helping lay down the foundation. But the work has just begun, and we keep the wheels moving. Exactly. We ain't just at the stoplight with the spinners, man. We got to keep it trucking. And I think we stopped this car a long time ago. I think the bus stopped a long time ago. And we didn't realize till we looked out the window and see the same tree that was out there 10 years ago. We ain't moved an inch. Since we came in, we didn't go nowhere. We went from the driveway to the corner and stopped. Didn't turn left or right. But Y'all be the judge of your own whatever's going on. I'm just here to spread the news. Hey, again, I got 9 kids, man. Shoot. All right, y'all. Blessings. Shabbat shalom to everybody. I pray everybody do well enough to do well enough. All right? Blessings. Oh, leave out on the song. You know what? I'm too tired. I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Episode 11 coming soon. Shabbat shalom. Peace, blessings, love, everybody. Be easy.